Katie here from the Scrappy Sisters, and I am up with a 12 by 12 layout, and I am going to do a little bit of mixed media first before I start putting my layout together. I have got this cut file. Is it called Out of This World? I don't know if that's what it's called, but as always, it will be linked in the description box down below. It is from Confessions of a Paper Addict, and I am actually using this Nouveau Embellishment Mousse that I've got and a baby wipe, and I am just adding a little bit of shimmer to this cut file. So I'm not doing anything else. I'm not backing this cut file. I'm just leaving it plain, but I thought it needed just a little bit of something. So I am adding this embellishment mousse and yeah, with the baby wipe, and it just makes it shimmer. It is like a sky blue color. I don't know the exact color that it's called. But it is a sky blue color, but on the layout, you'll see I go a little bit crazy with the mixed media. So it just adds a really nice just a nice bit of interest and a nice bit of shimmer. So it's not just a stark white cut file. Now I've chosen this piece of paper from Chamelle's Field Trip collection as my background. Now it's quite dark. There's a lot going on. I decide to add a little bit of white acrylic paint. And again, I just use a baby wipe. I'm lazy. I don't have any paintbrushes that are kind of clean. They're all needing to be replaced. And so I just grab a baby wipe whenever I want to kind of add paint to my layout. It works, and it thins it out a little bit, which I think is quite nice for a lot of effect. So I'm just, as you can see, putting it in a circle wreath shape similar to my cut file, just to give my cut file something to, I guess, kind of sit on top of. But as you will see, I don't stop here. I put my cut file down and I think, oh, it just needs something else. It's a little bit too, I don't know, it's a bit too wreath round like, and it just needed something else. So I did something that I've not done before. I mean, I've done this technique before, but not with this particular spray. So I'm using my silver acrylic paint spray. I can leave it linked down below if anybody's interested, and just adding that to my page. So you can see how shimmery and shiny that spray is, and it makes the whole page glimmer. Look at it. It is delightful. Maybe a bit much for some, but I think it's perfect. I've got this black and white photo of my partner and my son playing the piano. So this is not a music related layout whatsoever. And I don't even know why I chose this cut file to work with. I don't know. I liked the cut file, and the photo was the next one in my album that I was up to scrapping, and I was like, this will work. So we just went with it. Now I'm not popping my cut file up on foam or anything like that. I am just using my Tombow, the Mono Multi Aqua version, and I'm just sticking that down flat onto my very shimmery painted up background paper. You can just look how shimmery it is. Isn't it just glorious? So much shimmer. And so I'm adding that in, I'm sticking that down flat. It does take a minute to stick. I didn't put that much glue on the back of it, so, just did need to make sure that it was kind of stuck down, hence you can see me rubbing my hand along it. And once that has stuck, I do have a little bit of a play around with how I might, I'm obviously backing my photo. I'm obviously layering up my photo on paper first, and then I have a play around with how I want the layout to potentially look. So I didn't do a lot of pre-planning for this, other than I knew the collection that I was using. So I'm using Chamelle's Field Trip collection mostly. There are some possibly Vicky Bouton papers in here as well. It's actually a kit that Christina from the Secret Not Secret Kit Club made for me ages ago, and it was such a big kit. I have not finished it yet, but I'm nearly there. You'll be pleased, Christina, I'm nearly there. I did add a little bit of my own stash to it. She gave me half a pack of the Vicky Bouton Field Trip ephemera, and I actually bought an additional pack of ephemera to add because I really quite liked that collection. So I still have a decent amount of ephemera left, but hardly any paper. But that's okay, I will mix it in. She gave me a mix of Field Trip and one of the Vicky Bouton collections. So I will just be able to mix it in to my stash and hopefully use up the rest of the ephemera once the paper has run out. But yeah, that's what I'm doing, layering up just to create a little bit of colour interest, because a lot of the embellishments I'm using are quite colourful, and obviously the background is very black and white. Well, actually it's very silver from the spray that I used, but you know, it's a very neutral background palette, and so I do want to add in a little bit of colour into my layers, just so that when I pull the colour in on the embellishments, they won't look so out of place. So yes, the photo is a super cute photo of Link and Danny. Danny is a music teacher, as many of you know. He plays piano as well as brass. That's the main instrument that he teaches, but he will play piano with Link. He hasn't done it for a while now that Link's a little bit older, but when Link was little, he did play piano quite a bit with him, and yeah, it's super cute. And one of the reasons we got Link a little mini piano for his birthday, which this photo was actually taken early January, and Link is born on the 22nd. So yeah, this was just before his birthday, and one of the reasons that we decided to get him his own little piano, which he loves. Obviously you just wax it and makes noise, but it's super cute. So you can see me here just layering up some embellishments. I'm just going to create 3 embellishment clusters, but you see what I mean about them being so colourful. So I wanted to make sure that I'm sort of had that colour around my photo, given that the photo itself is black and white. So there you go, creating my little clusters. There's quite a lot of ephemera, as you can see there on the side, that's still left. So I've definitely got some more layouts that I can make. And in fact, I don't know what order these videos are going up on the channel, but I made 3 layouts in a row with this collection. So you will probably see all of those in June. Yeah. So there's lots going on, and I've still got lots of ephemera left, even though I've just made 3 layouts with this kit. So I need to get going and do a few more to try and kill it. So you can see here, my clusters are done. They're not stuck down yet, but they will be in a minute. But I'm just pulled out these thickers so I can work on my title. But I decided to stick everything down first. So I'm going to edit this part out. You don't need to see it. Everything stayed where it was. I just stuck it all down. And now I'm going to work on my title. And again, I won't make you watch me stick my thickers down. But I end up using these really lovely... I think they were part of one of Chamel's collections. Was it Sparkle City, maybe? I don't remember. Maybe it was Field Trip, these stickers. I don't know, but I've got 2 packs of them, and they're just beautiful. They're that blue colour with like a holographic silver throughout them. And so my title says, "My boys are out of this world." I had to link it into the space theme somehow. So that's the way I chose to do it. And then I'm just adding some enamel dots. Now these are from maybe Echo Park. I don't know, again, they were in the kit that Christina made for me. But I used the holographic ones on this one. And then I think I'm adding, yeah I am. I'm going to add some splatters, which I'm pretty sure I add the navy ones. And then we are finishing up. So again, this was a pretty quick layout to come together. The biggest part was drying the background, which obviously I didn't film me doing, but I did have to grab my heat gun out to dry it off. Once I decided to spray that silver spray on, it definitely took a while to dry. Sorry, I had to pause my voice over there for a minute because my dogs are going crazy. There's somebody walking past our front yard and our dogs feel the need to bark a lot and tell them whose house this is. So apologies for that. You can probably still hear them in the background. But I had to stop because they were going way too nuts for a voiceover. But as you can see, I've finished. I'm just about to show you the close-ups, so we are all done. I hope you guys are well. I hope you're enjoying yourself and staying safe and taking care. And I look forward to seeing you in our next video. All right, guys. Thanks so much for watching and appreciate your support. Bye.